You've seen them, right? Those super short, super addictive dramas that are all over your social media feeds. Well, they've absolutely exploded. They've gone from this little niche thing to a massive force in entertainment. So today, we're going to unpack just how big this whole phenomenon has become, who's watching, and maybe most importantly, why their tastes are getting way more sophisticated than you might think.
Welcome to Tosui Shalom. Now, everything we're about to get into today comes from one major source, a report called the Panoramic Observation of Short-Form Drama Content Consumption Preferences. It was put out in March 2025 by the data intelligence firm Endata, and it gives us this incredible window into where this whole market is going.
So first up, let's just try to wrap our heads around the incredible scale of this boom. And I'm not kidding, this isn't just a trend, it's more like a market earthquake.
Let's just start with this one number. In 2024 alone, the short-form drama market in China was worth a staggering 677.9 billion won. I mean, come on, this is not a niche hobby anymore. That's a number that puts it right up there with traditional film and TV. It's a major, major player.
And it's not just about the money, you know? It's about the cultural buzz. The conversation around these short dramas on social media shot up by an insane 191% in a single year. People aren't just watching, they're talking, they're arguing, they're sharing, and that's the engine that's pushing this genre right into the mainstream.
Okay, so who is watching all of this content? The demographic breakdown is actually pretty fascinating, and it might just surprise you.
First off, the audience is overwhelmingly female. We're talking about 2/3 of all viewers. And this is absolutely crucial because, as we're about to see, this demographic has a huge, huge say in the kinds of stories that get made.
And what about age? You can forget the idea that this is just for teenagers. The core audience, they're adults. The single biggest slice of the pie, at 46%, is people between 25 and 34. These aren't kids. We're talking young professionals, millennials, looking for a quick entertainment fix that fits into their busy lives.
All right, now for what I think is the most interesting part of this whole report. The audience isn't just getting bigger, it's getting smarter, it's maturing, and their tastes are changing fast.
This right here shows the single biggest shift. In 2024, it was all about that instant gratification, fast-paced revenge stories, simple, sweet romances. But just a year later, a massive change. Audiences started asking for more emotional depth, more nuanced characters, more complicated relationships. The simple thrill just wasn't cutting it anymore.
And here is a perfect example of that change in action. We're seeing the rise of this whole new genre called healing and redemption. These stories are less about what's happening on the outside and more about the internal journey. Characters dealing with trauma, finding support in each other, and, actually growing as people.
And this isn't just some vague idea. It's right there in the data. The popularity of this healing and redemption genre jumped by 6 percentage points in just 1 year. That's a really significant chunk of the audience, actively seeking out content that offers more than just an escape. They're looking for something with a bit more meaning.
So, what happens when your audience starts demanding more complex stories? Well, the whole industry has to level up. And that brings us to the next massive trend, this huge push for premium quality, or what's known as jingpahua.
I mean, this word cloud says it all, doesn't it? The words viewers are using most often aren't things like plot twist or revenge anymore. Now, it's quality, acting, and production. People are talking about these short dramas the same way they'd talk about a big budget movie, and they're really picking apart the artistic and technical skill.
And here's the proof that quality really does pay off. Get this, nearly 60% of viewers say they rewatch short dramas they really love. Now, think about that. You don't rewatch junk food content, you rewatch something that has lasting value. This proves a really important point. In this market, quality builds loyalty.
This user review for the huge hit drama Jolly Jiawei just sums it all up perfectly. They talk about its exquisite production and stable plot. But here's the killer line. This is probably the highest compliment a short drama can get. It has the feel of a full-length drama. That right there is the new gold standard for success.
Okay, so after digging through all this data, what are the big takeaways? What does it all mean? Well, the report really boils it down to 3 core findings that pretty much define where short dramas are right now.
So let's just quickly recap those 3 findings. First, the market is maturing. The chaotic Wild West days are gone. This is a more professional, standardized industry now.
Second, content is all about emotional resonance. Viewers have moved past the simple thrills, and now they're craving a deeper connection. And finally, premium quality is now the core trend. High-end production isn't just a nice-to-have bonus anymore, it's the price of admission to even compete.
And there you have it. The world of short-form drama is growing up, and it's growing up fast. It's shifting from simple, throwaway entertainment to genuinely high-quality storytelling. It's just a powerful reminder that no matter the format, no matter the length, audiences will always, always reward stories that have a real heart. 到最沙龙，马年兴隆。